All right, let's do some practice. There and get a feel again, and then start making some changes to the setup. The second corner is the one that I need to work on. Well, I need to work on that on turn 1 too, I think. Not sure which way he was going to go. Sorry, this is not going to be a race. This is just practice. And just notice the title says race in there, but this is just practice. If I can change that. Let's see. Let's see if I can change that. Don't confuse people. Good. Update it. It is. All right. Good. Good. Hey, Hobbs. How you doing, man? Always good to see you drop by. What are you up to? Just waiting for the weekend to start? Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny. I hate to say this, but you know, because I'm retired, I lose track of which day of the week it is. Sorry, mate. I just do. I can never, like, is it Thursday or Friday? I don't know. It's Friday, isn't it? I really want a left foot brake. I really, really want to. Oops. That corner wasn't great, I'll tell you that. What are you up to this weekend, Hobbs? Hey Brian, how you doing, man? Oops. I'm just doing practice, Ryan. What are you up to, Ryan? Good turn. Almost done, looking good. You're almost done looking good. What's that mean? Oh, I see. I think I confused two things. Oop, off track. Playing around with the settings. Ah, nice. Curious to see what they look like. They're off track. So what settings have you been playing around with on OBS? Or the camera, for that matter. I did, yes. I played around with some CSS, and it's not the easiest thing to do because every time you make a change, you got to restart the server to see the change. Like it doesn't, like if you change the style sheet, it doesn't show up automatically. It's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, it does weirdly. I noticed that too, but you got to change it in the personal version. So there's two different places where the style sheets are located, and the one you want is in the documents folder. You're working right now. You're working right now as you're working on your settings of your OBS stream. Okay. You sound like Brandon. That's funny, mate. Okay, Martin. I don't know why you keep going off track in turn 1. We got to change that. Right, the right leg's doing too much work these days. Try doing a few laps left foot braking. See how the left foot fares. Back off. Get some room. That was an off track. I get used to left foot braking again. My feeling is off. I'm only about a tenth quicker with left foot braking, I think. Hard to know because you got to do so many laps on both to really get a good answer to that question. Sorry, Peter. Gives you something to do other than work. That corner is so awkward. Hey Peter, have you ever thought about building a rig from all your materials at work? All the inventory you got? Or like a canopy or something for your rig? Yeah, turn off notifications. That's just rude. Yeah, profile is the best for sure. Yeah, it's just the nature of YouTube. So if I want to stream at 2K, which I am, then I can't use the ultra low latency of YouTube. But if I stream just to Twitch, then yeah, I can do that. Twitch is right away. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'm going to stop this stream. I'm going to go over to Twitch, and you won't have the delay. Actually, what I can do, I'll just start the stream to Twitch right now. I don't have to stop this one. There we go. Should be firing up. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's funny because I can stream at 2K on YouTube, or I can stream at 1K on Twitch. But when I stream at 2K on YouTube, and I, at the same time, stream to Twitch like I am now, it only shows up as 720p instead of 1080p on YouTube, on Twitch. I think. Let me just double check that. Let me, one moment, please. Which is solo res. Well, you can up the resolution. Like you can select the source. Oh, it is giving me. It's giving me 2K right now at Twitch. At least in my browser here. Can I change this? No. Well, but when I bring up Twitch right now on my browser, it's and I click on that little gear icon to look at the quality. It says it's streaming at 1440. But on your phone, you'll have to go and select you want the higher resolution, and then maybe the phone will limit you to 720 or whatever. But here I'm going to type in Twitch chat, right? I'm going to hit enter right now, and it shows up right away. I think. Yep. Now there's a couple of second delay. So anyway, it's much more responsive interactively that way with Twitch. YouTube just is what it is when it's at 2K. Yeah. So are you aware of Twitch Turbo? Because Twitch Turbo is basically you get to watch Twitch without, I mean you pay for it, but you get to watch Twitch without ads. Yeah, so Twitch Turbo, if you do a Google on it, I think it's like $9 a month or something like that. But then you get to watch Twitch without ads, which is way, way better because the Twitch ads are out of control. Out of control. Hey, Ref, how you doing, man? Yeah, they are. Right? Okay, poor guy, probably scared him off the track. Right? I know exactly what you mean, Peter. It's so hard. It's like all the different paint. I pay money to iRacing. I pay money to trading paints. I pay money to 3 different setup shops, Twitch, YouTube. Nuts. Yeah, there's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks on. It's probably more like this. If I don't want to add it up. I don't want to add it up because then I'll be depressed about it. They do. And what scares me is what have I forgotten about that I pay? So it keeps burning money through my pocket every month, and I just have forgotten that I've subscribed to it. Hymo is silly expensive, but I have to say, they're consistently the better setups for me. This is a Hymo set. The G&G, I'm gonna probably stop subscribing to that because they often do, as they did this week, they set the weather conditions more favorable than the actual weather conditions for that week. Like this week, they set the track temp, I think, was 26 degrees, and it's like high 30s from everybody else in the normal league. So I'm just fed up with that kind of bullshit. Do they really? The kids just add subs? Holy shit. That's nuts. I don't have kids to worry about that kind of stuff. I'm the kid. Oops, turn. No, the G&G setups, they can be good. Like, it's not that they're not good, but I've just found consistently the Hymo are better. Come on, Martin. Miami F1. I'm predicting it's going to be hot. That's my prediction. Hot and humid. In terms of outcomes, I mean, it'll be the usual thing, isn't it? I mean, F1 hasn't changed. Although apparently there's a lot of upgrades on a few cars. I think there'll be a Redbull on the podium. I think there'll be a McLaren on the podium. And a Ferrari on the podium. That's what I think. I don't think we'll see a Mercedes on the podium, although I haven't looked at the practice yet, so maybe I'm wrong. There's a sprint race today, isn't there? What time is the sprint race today? Oh, do they? Work past tag. What does that mean? They were not passing tech before? Sprint quali at 4? Oh, sprint quali at 4, okay. So the race is, I guess, tomorrow. Yeah, that makes more sense, Martin. Let's try a quali set. Let's see how that goes. Let's see what a quali set's like. I should probably learn how to quali here. Setups. What track is this? Redbull, right? There it is. Alright, quali. Oh, did they? What is that exactly? Like, they have a random, they do a full tech on a random number of cars every week or something? Is it like 1 car, 3 cars? Like, how does that work?
You got it. Slow car on the right. Car stops on the right. Go left.
What do you guys think will improve here on with the quali set? 3/10? Let's see. That's cool. I didn't know they did that. I mean, it makes sense. I just never thought about it. Wasn't a big one, but still enough to. I screwed up the point. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? His daughters or his kids, I don't know, keep adding more accounts, I guess. This is all fired up from his race last night. Good job, by the way. Which race? I didn't see it. I guess I don't get the notifications that you do. Yeah. Do you want to do the 6 hour now? What's the track temp? 39 degrees. Air is 21. Let's see it on my wheel right here. Air is 21. Track 39. Oh, yeah. That race, okay. Yeah, I was kind of busy driving. That's why I didn't see it. All right, so it's more than 3/10, about 4 or 5/10 for the quality set. All right. So, do I want to make any changes to this setup? Yeah, right. I mean, he's been getting killed too much lately. Every couple of days, I see another Chris YouTube short. Yeah, here's how I got fucked up again. Every couple of days. Poor Chris. I'm sure the same thing would happen to me if I did enough races. I just do a lot of practice, it seems. Let's try the P1 docks. Let's try that. Redbull ring. What wing is that? 8 wing. Okay. Rabbit Bass, how you doing? You aim to please? Okay. I mean, it's Rav. I don't know. I mean, different points it can, like on power for sure. The Ferrari has more rotation. Off power, the Ferrari pushes, I think, more. And high speed corners when you have a low wing, the Ferrari is way more stable, so it pushes more, and the Porsche is more loose. Like Road America Kink, which you tend to have a low wing, the Porsche is really loose at the kink. I don't know. Let's see what this P1 docks setup is like. Label in, but I don't know. Feels pretty good. Well, we can all agree the Porsche sounds better, that's for sure. Alright, let's go P1 docks and see what you got. So far, consistent. Pushy in there though. On entry. This car feels a bit more stable on entry with this setup and a bit more loose on exit. See? To lift so much there. Really? Really? Okay. Why wait till the corner? Oh. What are you up to today, Rav? Oops. What have you been racing lately? Yeah, Peter was complaining about me streaming earlier that while people are working. This is not fair. Alright, let's see if we can put a lap together. Sorry to hear that, mate. Get an off track. Oh, you're doing the Porsche Redbull. Okay. Let me know next time you're on, and maybe I can jump on with you. We can do some laps together. Yeah, this car, I feel like the diff is not right on this setup. A little too stable in and a little too loose off. Maybe as the race goes on though, that's good. I don't know. Definitely slower than the Hymo. He's doing what, 30.1 with the Hymo? This is what? 30.3. Yeah, definitely. Let me know next time you're on. Message me or something. If I'm available, I'll jump on with you. Lap a little better, I think, so far. Let's see if I can match the Heimel. Should be able to. They're usually pretty close. Not bad. Yeah, about the same. About the same pace.
30.192.
Maybe this one has a better balance towards the end of the race. But I imagine they're pretty similar. Let's try a diff change. I want to give it a bit more steering in and a little bit less steering off. So it's at 8 friction faces with 125 preload. I know you can't see this. I'm going to decrease the preload to 105. Actually, I'm going to decrease it to 100. I'm just reducing the locking in the diff through the preload locking, to allow the car to turn a bit more easily when it's off power and turn a little less when it's on power. I got you. Sometimes if you make it turn too much on the entry though, and it heats up the rear tires, it ends up making the on-power stuff too loose as well. And also sometimes when you go to a stiffer diff in the rear, depending on the track and how much grip it has, the initial application of power actually makes the car push, but then it can go to a snap oversteer if the tires break loose too much in the rear. Now, the race I did the other night, last night, I had made a diff change, which was good for about 5 laps, but then it really made the car too loose through the race. And Brandon, my teammate, did a couple laps on my car, and he said, "Yep, that's what's going to happen in the race." I said, "Well, we'll see," but he was absolutely right. He was absolutely right. The car got evil through the run. So it felt good for 4 or 5 laps, and then it just went off. Because the rears were just too loose on entry, and so I couldn't be confident. Interestingly though, my tire wear was better than his. So it wasn't a tire wear problem, it was just, I don't really understand it, to be honest. But where I should notice the biggest difference is this corner here, I should be able to turn in better, and through the 2 left-handers afterwards, I hope I can get on the power stronger. Let's wait for the tires to get up to temperature first. I'm gonna back off so I don't run into this guy. Next lap should be the tell. Go. Not good.
52.57.
Yep. Definitely felt more confident putting power on that. Although I'm losing time down the straightaway, so maybe not. Oh, but hang on, that's relative to my time that I did with the quality, so of course I'm losing time. Time I'm trying to beat is a 30.1. That's what I just did in this car, set up with the old diff setting. Oops. Yeah, I think this is not enough preload. This is the problem I ran into in the race, is that the turn in is just too tippy. Like, I think it'll produce a quicker lap, but I think the car will fall off too much. Well, off track, but still off track. So it was quicker with that, but again, I think I've gone too far, so I need to go back it off. Let's just go back. Let's try 110 diff. Because what I was noticing is on the entry to those S's down in the right hand here, the initial turn in was just, the car was not as stable enough. Not stable enough. This corner coming up here, this left-hander, the turn-in, so easy to go too deep here, like I just did, and then you end up with oversteer in the middle, because you're making a sharper corner than you need to, and if you go too shallow, then you compromise your exit, so, because you gotta wait forever. Oh yeah, I much prefer GT3. I hate multi-class. I hate that discrepancy of speed and just, yeah. You know, the LMP's always taking me out, and I mean, they got their races to run. It's not really their fault. It's just the nature of the beast. So close to not having that track, but I still got one. Yeah, no, I don't like multi-class. Just don't like it. It's funny because the only racing I ever did in real world was multi-class. Into that lap. All the series I was in was always multi-class, and I was in the slowest car, and it was fine. I didn't have a problem with it in real world, but in iRacing, just, I don't know, people are too aggressive, or you know, they're not real cars, not real money, so they don't really care as much. But I never had one incident. Oh, I did have one incident in the multi-class. I turned 10 at Mossport. A radical came up behind me, and he dove it into the corner and turned 10, and I didn't even know he was there because he was low to the ground. I couldn't really see him, and at that point in the corner, your eyes aren't looking on your right mirror; they're looking into the corner. So we collided. I spun, broke my car, broke his car. Ultimately, it was my fault, I guess, but it sucked. It's the only incident I ever had. And it was just, like, I saw him on my mirror coming up the back straightaway and then in through 8, but then all of a sudden in through 9-10, he dove it into 10, and I didn't see that dive. Otherwise, I would have avoided him. Broke his front left upright, did some body damage, broke my rear right bearing. It was an expensive day. It happens to be my anniversary weekend, so I'm not sure. I was invited by a friend to go, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. How about you? I like watching multiclass. For the very reasons I don't like driving it, it's fun to watch. A lot more action than a single class. I went last year. Yeah, you should go. Highly recommend it. I think last year Morad's group had brought a simulator out. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Maybe that's when I went. From Advanced Racing had brought out a simulator, a full motion rig with actually these same monitors, the LG 45s on. That was when I first found out about these monitors. And yeah, it was good to see them bring a whole simulator out. It was the simulator was in Daniel's pits. It's good. Yeah, this lap's not good. Let's see if we can focus on the next one. Throwing it in a little too harshly, I think, in that last corner, scrubbing some speed off. Maybe smoother. Yeah, I love the guys at Advanced. They do such a good job, and their customer service is awesome, and they carry a lot of great products. Really proud to have them as a partner for our team. I'm not just saying that because they're a partner on our team. I mean, they're a partner on our team because I say that. Not because I say that, but because I know that about them. Does that make sense? Do I make sense how I drive? Not always. The fan turned on. It's getting a little warm. Turned the air conditioner on in my house for the first time yesterday. It's like 30 degrees in the house. Why is it so hot? Yeah, see, it's so good. That's why they have the preload, just to prevent that. Let's go up a little more. Speed. That's. You're getting the same type of crap that I get, the auto wrong as opposed to auto correct. All right, let's go back up to, it was at 125 initially. Let's just start at 120, slight reduction. You know, it's funny you say about typing and being a bad programmer. I started university for computer science, and I did not know how to type. And the defining moment for me came in my first year of university when we had to do this assignment, and those are the days when you didn't write code at the terminal. You kind of wrote it by hand on paper, and then you'd go to a terminal and type it in, because you know, it's just the way it was done back then. Anyway, so I wrote out all my code ahead of time, and then I typed it in. And it took me 8 hours to type in all the code. And my buddy, who could type, it took him 40 minutes to type in his code. Maybe it was 20 minutes, but it was like ridiculously quicker. So I just wasted 7 hours plus of my time. And so I said, right, okay, I'm going to learn how to type. I hate when this does that, sorry. Abacus. Abacus my ass. This is shit. So yeah, I taught myself how to type. I just got the basics of home row and which fingers went where, and I just forced myself to do it. I got better and better and better, and so glad I did that. I mean, life would be so much harder if you didn't know how to type. Especially as a programmer. You would not be getting many jobs or keeping many jobs because you'd be so inefficient. Alright, let's see if we can not script this next slide. Like I'm braking too early and lightly and not, I don't know. I feel like I'm losing time on the entry in turn one there. But you can really feel that extra lock in the diff in the turn in there. It doesn't want to turn in. Well, I guess you're representing Somerville displays on YouTube, huh? Okay. Be careful what you say. Yeah, fuck this setup. Crap. All right. Back to high note. Where is it? Redbull. Yeah, just the high-mo, just on entry there is the right amount of stability. It's just a better overall balance. It's not a knife edge as much. Like it feels like the P1 docks, you gotta force the rotation, otherwise it doesn't want to rotate. But then when you force it, it goes too far, and it's just doesn't work. It's not as continuous of an arc.
Car right, clear on the right.
Pretty sure I would have made the corner, but I didn't want to hit the guy.
They say you cut the corner. You'll have to slow down. We'll have the time going.
Which headset did I keep? Hey, Mike. I kept both, but I prefer the Bayer one. The other one with the what's it called? Dynamics, something Dynamics, Audio Technica. Yeah, it's good. It's comfortable, but I prefer the mic on this one, and so this is the main reason why I went with this one. And the monitoring is better. So monitoring, in case you're not familiar, is being able to hear yourself as you talk. And so because this is a closed earpiece on the head, I'm not using the right words, but it's closed. You need the software to pick up the sound from your mic and play it in the earphone. That's called monitoring, so you can hear yourself. Otherwise, it sounds like you're talking as if you had your hands over your ears, and it's just distracting. So the monitoring on this one is better in that I can better hear my voice, and I've got better control over it. Now I do have a audio interface box. I tried two. I tried the Rode one, and it was absolute crap. So I'm using something called Focusrite. Speaking of focus, and it's far better quality. So I don't use software for the monitoring; it's built into the Focusrite audio interface. Here, let me just pull over for a sec. I don't know if I can bring this into view or not. No, I cannot. Can you see this? Barely. The cable's just quite not long enough. So this is the audio box that I use. Bam. Here. Focusrite. Anyway, sorry I can't get it any closer to the camera. But it has the monitoring built into the hardware. And that's important because that way there's no delay in the monitoring. When it's done with software, that introduces some delay, but with hardware, it's just faster. Forget the cost for the amplifier. Wasn't terrible. I want to say $100, maybe $150. I think that's kind of the order of magnitude. I'd have to look it up because I bought it so long ago. So the Audio Technica, you don't need any of that because it's just a USB one. But the problem I had with the Audio Technica is that the mic was softer, so I had to add so much gain in OBS for you guys to hear the mic that it distorted it. So there you go. That's the basics. Both are good options. I mean, I'm splitting hairs. But... Okay, I need to pay attention to where I'm going. Get some temp in these tires. Yeah, that's about right. Yep. And the Audio Technica is fine, like but the Bear is better. So then, I mean, you'll be happy with the Audio Technica. But when you've got both to compare, then you're gonna like the Bear, if you're like me. But the Audio Technica is a big step up over most gaming headsets. I'm not sure what you use now, but like way better than any of the Logitech crap or anyway, pretty much any of the gaming headsets. And the microphone is still better than any gaming headset microphone because it's a condenser mic in both cases. You can get the Audio Technica in a USB version or a non-USB, but I forget the term they use. And that way you can use an audio interface. So if you want to, but then you're increasing the cost. But if you wanted to kind of have a solution that was more future-proof, in other words, if you wanted to go to the Bear down the road and invest in an audio interface now, then maybe it's better to get the Audio Technica that has the non-USB version. You have the Bear Dynamics MMX3 Gen 2. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you need the amplifier, yeah. So you already have the ATX 50. Okay. What's an MMX 300? Is that... Let me look that up. I'm curious. MMX 300 Gen 2. Okay. It's worse than the 797. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I mean, and you don't have an amplifier for either of them because they're all USB, right? Yeah. I think like if I was to buy them again, I wish I had bought the non-USB version of the Audio Technica, because then I could use the source, the audio interface or amp with both headsets. I think that would allow for better monitoring capability on the Audio Technica. But yep, it is. But you can sell your other headsets, and you know, as we all know, there's value in buying like it. If you buy cheaper stuff, you end up replacing it more often. If you buy really good stuff, you don't replace it as often. So over the long run, maybe it's cheaper. Depends on what you do, but You need a great headset for practice. Oh, good for you, man. My one of my sister's daughter, her husband is a pilot, and it's tough trying to get a job. He's a commercial pilot now in Canada, but not for like a big airline, but I think he does like the works something to do with health, like transporting health stuff. But it's tough. I mean, he's young, but he's, it's tough trying to get yourself into a proper airline. But good for you, man. That's awesome. And Microsoft Simulator is great practice, isn't it? Well, I think I'm hungry, so I'm going to go make some lunch and finish my stream. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate you very much. And always makes it more enjoyable when I'm just practicing like this to hang out and chat with you guys. When I'm racing, I tend to not chat as much, but when I'm practicing, I pull over and can have a better conversation. So always good to hang out. Anyway, cheers. Have a great day, and we'll catch you.